Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Melody. How are you? Hi, Miss Soft Brown Crafts. How are you? Thank you for coming out. Hopefully, you guys don't hear an echo. For a moment, I thought I might have heard myself. I think all is well right now. How's everybody doing out there in craft land? Hopefully, everyone is doing pretty good. So, look at Mickey. Hi, Mickey. How are you? So, this week has been a challenging week. Hello, Chaotic. How are you? Hi, Olivia. Billy. Hi, Billy. How are you? So, this week, I'm still working out of the home. I am. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're doing great, Mickey. Um, I'm still working out of the home. I am the only person, unfortunately, that's working on my floor. Last week, some departments above me or below me, I'm not sure where they're located, they discovered, as they called it, an empty area with no one occupying it. And they proceeded to usurp my Zenfield area. So they showed up. Hey, Rochelle. And Rochelle's driving and listening. I'm in Michigan visiting my daughter. Oh, on my way back to my hotel. We went to dinner at Fridays, and I felt like I was in a club. Oh, oh, you have to tell me what dinner at Fridays was like. Oh my gosh. I haven't been out to Fridays in a while. I did. Go out with my mom and my son this past weekend, and that was kind of fun, to be honest. We had a great time. We ended up going to Red Lobster. Couldn't really decide. And a friend of mine, well, you guys know he was here on the show last week. He ended up joining, and we had so much fun laughing and joking. We did all order some spirited beverages, except my son. He said he wasn't in a drinking mood. My son really doesn't drink a lot. He has to be in a mood to like drink. Every once in a while, we might go out for a glass of wine, maybe watch a movie or something. So I bet that was amazing fun. Huh? And Chaotic says she's doing pretty good. She's about to stuff herself with supper. Where are you located at, Chaotic? Most people, as you guys know, I am here in Las Vegas. I'm sorry, I'm going to use my little chip. Say hi to the people, Chip. Hi to the people, Chip. Just going to use that. As you can see, my cover minders, they all are stuck to each other. So I didn't feel like being bothered with, going through the hassle of removing them. So Chip going to serve a dual purpose. Hi, Chip, you deserve it. Um, so where are you located at? Chaotic? Melody says, I love Red Lobster. Yes, we enjoyed ourselves. We definitely did. I ended up getting, I really do love some of their appetizers and things. So we ended up going all the way. Appetizers, dessert, the full nine, drinks, all of that. I mean, you're not living until you're just able to endure. You know, Saskatchewan, Canada. Woof, that sounds far. I'm not sure, I guess I should learn the provinces so I can know in relation to, what state or area of the U.S. you guys are directly above. I wanted to get up and start dancing. They had a live DJ. It was fun. Oh my gosh. Now that definitely sounds fun. Kudos to, is that TGI Fridays or just Fridays? Because that's a great idea. Way to get the crowd coming in, trying to get people back out. That sounds fun. They had a live DJ. Awesome, awesome. So I do like that. I like to do something a little different every once in a while that would qualify. Get my shoulders rolling. You guys who know me know I would love a chance to roll my shoulders. Just shoulder rolling. I can't twerk and, come back up like my girl Shawana, but I might be tempted to, shoulder roll to the side. TGI Fridays. Wow. Hey, Linda. How are you tonight? Hi, Jen. Oh, that's great. Look at that. Look at that. So, back to the what I call the office takeover. So I'm in this different world all by myself, and it's almost like, how do I function? Do I continue doing things the way I did, when I was at home and things of that nature? So I'm going to lunches, breaks by myself. All of a sudden, I run into someone. It's like thinking you're the only person on the face of the earth after, the big, asteroid hit. And then you find out you're not by yourself. Um, so he says, he comes into the break room and he was like, hey, and I'm like, hey. And he looks like he's just as surprised to see me as I am to see him. Although this is my home, this is my planet. And I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, I was about to ask you the same thing. Like I said, I've invaded his planet. I was like, nothing. And he said, I found this empty area. He's referring to the area that I sit in. And for those of you who never saw the photo, it's me and probably enough seats for about 50 people. And that's on one side. And then if you go to the other side, because in between are like conference rooms and things like that, there's another space for 50 people. And then what divides those two is like the elevators to go up and down in the building, the break room, and like the room where the copier and the machines and stuff. And then to the back of the same floor, it's another seating for up to 50 on one side in the back and seating for up to 50 on the other side. So about 200 people plus machines, conferences, manager's office and things of that nature. And he's downstairs in the break room or upstairs in the break room and looks at me as if I've invaded his space. I've been there for about 6 weeks all alone, and says, well, what are you doing here? What do you mean? I work here. And he was like, yeah, well, I found this empty area. And he's saying it like he's claiming the area. Keep in mind, I run this area. It's all mine. I don't have any people that work in the building yet. They're all at home in the comfort of their own home, sitting in front of a computer. And he's telling me that he's discovered this empty area like I must leave. Long story short, he's purchased food, and because he has found this empty area, he is now going to feed his people and bring them to the new promised land, which again is my floor that I run. I'm just the only one there because all leadership must work in the office. So as the only leader, I'm the only one working in the office. Hi, Bianca. How are you doing? so he brings in the food that he bought for all of his people. And I'm looking around. Now, I don't know what you guys would do in this situation, but I got in line. Again, it's my floor. He shows up and he's brought food to his people that, after they've invaded. So I do want to know, what would you guys have done in that instance? Someone just shows up out of nowhere on your, designated area, and they've also purchased food for everyone that they're bringing to invade in your particular area. And hi, Crash, how are you, babe? And now they've brought food. So do you think I was wrong? Should I have gotten in line? Shouldn't I? I definitely got in line. And he was like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, it sounds like somebody brought food to everybody on my floor. I did stress the word my and said, since I'm the only one working on my floor currently, I assumed I was included. Needless to say, he didn't answer. He kind of sauntered off and things of that nature. And Here's the funny part. You ever talk about somebody, but you don't realize you're talking directly to the person that you're talking about? So later this same day, I'm going back. Yes, I ate well and I burped and waited to see if I had room for more. I thought that was wise as well. Anyway, so I'm walking around this empty area, like trying to see how much have they taken over. They have laptops. Thank you, Olivia. I feel like I did right also. They got laptops set up. They're on mobile phones. They are in these office. I haven't even taken an office because there's no one to be hidden in an office from. I'm just sitting out in the middle of nowhere enjoying the view. It's a gorgeous view. Again, if you're really close to me, I've sent pictures so they can attest. It's a bunch of empty desks and nobody in there but me. I did, make some facial expressions. I do kind of show myself in the photo so that they know that this really is Tia's office. Hey, just popping in to say hi, Lindsay. How are you? Tammy says, hi, Tia. Thanks for your help the other night. Oh, you're so welcome. Life in Janie's crochet roll. She says, hey, all, just passing through to say hi. Sleepy time. Take care. Thanks for popping through, Janie. So I'm walking back. And I walk into a gentleman, nice gentleman. Hey, how's it going? It's going good. I asked him, so, what part of the company do you represent? I'm striking up conversation. He's really answering questions. He was like, well, apparently this was supposed to be for legal. I'm not in legal. A couple of people said that there was free food, so I came down. I'm like, okay, because I was wondering why it looked like there were 70 people, and I'm the only one in my department that has to work on site. Where all these 70 people come from? So apparently that was a big party. Oh, tell her I said hi and I miss her. And why is she up? If she's up, she should come in for a visit. But tell her, I just talked to her a little while ago, but tell her to come in for a visit and that I would try and talk to her later this evening. So he's telling me how that this is supposed to be for legal and how somebody invited him and told him, hey, Charlie, it's free food. And he jumped in the bandwagon and went to get the free food. So while he's talking to me, hi, Sylvia, how are you doing? I am like, oh, okay, so bad. And then he puts his hand up to the side of his face and says, and apparently there's someone that works on this floor who invited themselves to some of the food. Of course, that's me. That's me that he's talking about. So I'm sitting there. What do you mean? There's somebody who invited them. Didn't you just tell me you were invited to the food? That you weren't supposed to be here? Like, I'm just saying, they didn't know that somebody was on the floor already. And so they were going to see if they could set up offices down here because it's a lot quieter. Of course, because my people at home. Apparently, your people, they got the memo and they came into work. Mine did not. So he's literally talking about me to me. And you know what I said? Well, before we find out who that person is, we should go back and get some more to eat. Yes, I did. Imagine their surprise when they came in the following day, which I believe was Friday. And at that point, when they were trying to take over, I literally said, hey, going to need this. Going to turn all the monitors on so I can walk by and pretend like there's people here because I told all of my people to be on cam today. So as they packed up their laptops, I made a big show of going to all of the monitors and turning them on, even though it was a lot more work going back and turning them all back off. But I felt good. Oh, the little ones. Oh, they have abandoned me. It's just me. My mama's not even around. As you guys can see, I'm sitting here getting a kick out of eating food that belonged to the legal department. And apparently the legal department, they are so wrapped up in their files, they don't even realize how big or small they should be. There were several different departments who heard there was free food, and they all showed up to eat the free food. Everybody got in line and was eating the free food. And the only one that everybody talked about for eating free food was me, the person who the floor belonged to in the first place. I'm confused at my luck. uh, that's right, Olivia. I feel I did the right thing, and the nerve of him. And girl, was the shade real. They was really throwing shade. And apparently, and I'm hearing it in little groups and stuff. Like, I know they're not talking about me as I bit into another piece of cake. I know they're not talking about me. Let me go ahead and wrap this sandwich up. It's going to taste good later on tonight for dinner. I know they're not talking about me. Let me go ahead on. I'm going to take this too. This will be lunch tomorrow. So, yeah. It just makes themselves look exactly. It was free and it was served on my floor, and they left a mess. So who's in charge of this shindig. So the next day, when I'm being me and I'm letting everybody know, you talked about me to me, you talked about me to me, I'm letting them all know. You left that in the break room. I'm going to need you to go back. I remember you walked out. I pushed it to the side, saved it for you. Make sure you clean the mess up underneath it, too. Doing great. Keeping me busy at the moment. So, yeah, that is the life of Tia. I always own the bad end of things. I'm such a troublemaker. Did any of you get a chance to watch the most highly anticipated series of the fall? I'll say the fall. Did you guys see Dunes? Did anybody think that it was awesome? It was great. What are your takes? Did you watch it with loved ones? Did you watch it by yourself? Did you fall asleep watching it? I think this is the movie that I'm going to love to hate is the best way to describe it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Because of the talking potential and the controversy that I feel it's going to stir up. Okay, I read that. So I watched it. All I can say is a couple of things. If you guys are fans of Nerdsters of the Universe, they do a review. The movie's called Dunes 2021, Olivia. Great movie. It's sci-fi. So if you're a science fiction buff, you'll probably enjoy it. You don't watch? Okay. So it is sci-fi, and the gist of the story is they come down from another planet. Once they get down on the, land, the sand, the dunes, they're invaded and destroyed. And the person that lives through all of the destruction is going to go on to be the savior that brings about whatever, because they never got to that part. So yes, that's a spoiler. In short, the concept is amazing. The screenplay, the cinematography, amazing. The costuming, amazing. The storyline, that's where we have a problem. And I just want to stress that this is the day and age of like streaming. Netflix. Obviously, the pandemic shut some things down and kind of curbed how a lot of people enjoy watching their programming. Do I feel like getting up, getting dressed, getting out, spending $100 to $150 to enjoy a movie one night? Or would I rather stay home and watch that on a streaming service inside the home where my family can enjoy it with me, things of that nature? Do I want to wait 2 to 3 years? This is no longer Lord of the Rings, Twilight, even, Avatar. That has been the most anticipated, sequel to never have arrived and things. So Narrator says, I read the books years ago and saw the original movies. This is a remake. I am hearing that I remember it coming out because I believe Sting had orange hair and a little skinny chest, little chicken chest in the original movie. but I believe I was in junior high or high school at the time. And so, the storyline and things have faded. I know I never read the book because I'm not a fan, unfortunately, of sci-fi in book form. Yeah, I'd rather read paranormal or romance or, whodunits, you know. But when it comes to the big screen, like Star Trek, um, Star Wars, I definitely like sci-fi on the big screen. So for me, the age of streaming, pandemic has just created a new way to enjoy television. I enjoyed Bridgerton. I definitely enjoyed Hit and Run. I enjoyed the series Clickbait. I enjoyed LA's Finest, and I enjoyed Squid Games. Those are all like mini series that you can get on like Netflix. They come 10 episodes, boom, knock it out in a weekend and you're done. So this, I know, I really enjoyed it. I really did. I like, you like streaming? Yeah, I do enjoy streaming. It's right then and there. It's available. It's handy. It's convenient. I think it's the wave of the future. And what I just don't see me really doing is, you know, wanting to wait 3 years, 6 years for a big, picture release when, you can have it available right then and there when it first comes out. I get that there is a dollar amount that is inherent and could be lost, if that 10 episode series is not. Yeah, Squid Games were good. They really were. And so there is, a moment of terror if they order a 10 episode series that doesn't end up being a success or a hit. These productions cost billions, millions of dollars. So can they run the risk, of doing such a long production to come up with 10 episodes as opposed to maybe shortening up production time to do a 2 hour and 36-minute, movie? It would be worth it if the producers could look into it. But for me, the desire to wait so long is just, and I was so upset because that was the opening scene. It said Dooms, and then just below it, it said Part 1. I was pissed from the first second of the movie. Alice in Borderland is like Squid Games. Really? So I will have to maybe check it out. Obviously, anytime I've seen a movie with Alice in Wonderland, there's always been sort of like a little, I don't know, weirdness to it, just a little aspect or something. Alice in Ireland's like, oh, okay, very good. Yeah. So other than that, not to give away too many, thrillers and things like that, that's been my week. And then this morning, so the floor was very comfortable. And then obviously we got the surprise from legal. They were down there trying to take over and thought the floor, which was comfortable to my taste, they thought the floor was too hot. Obviously all these extra bodies breathing in the same air, yes, it's going to be a little warmer. So they had put in a request to facilities to turn the air up. Now that they realize this floor already belongs to someone and that, our staff is just currently at home, they haven't fully transitioned them back into the office, they returned to wherever they came from. Unfortunately, returning to wherever they came from, they left their request in place to cool the building down. So come Monday, I came in and it was a bit, chill. By Tuesday, it's kind of, it's really just, it's cool. It's getting cold. Today I froze. I was so cold. I mean, I was freezing. And so I tried to get myself some hot water to make tea and coffee and things, just any warm liquid to keep me warm until facilities can, get it back to where it was at. The requests, unfortunately, they do take a little bit of time. In the meantime, I'm fixing myself. They went back to their own world. They're gone, thankfully. It is just me, Narita. But they thought they found a whole new world and they was ready. So I'm carrying the coffee over to the counter. I don't know what happened, but it was the hot water. And I poured, unfortunately, and burned my hand. So there's nobody on the floor to come to my rescue. I'm hollering. I'm like, oh my God, I'm screaming. It hurt really bad. It turned really red. It looks good now, but earlier today, you could tell the difference. There's really no difference now, but this one right here, whew, it looks so bad. Let me see if I can get it close enough to where you can. No, there's no difference. It was worth trying, though. Let's see. And you see my thumb? No. That's one thumb. That's not the thumb. This is the thumb. I don't know. Can't see it, but it hurts like the dickens. There's 2 lines down the outside, and so it's throbbing, it's aching. I came home, and at first I was running in the cold water. I had to Google, because again, there's nobody on the floor to kind of help me out. I'm there by myself. My mom's not there because I'm not in the home. And so I Google and they say run it in cold water for about 5 minutes. So I'm running in cold water. That kind of felt good. But what happens when you take it out of cold water is that you feel the throbbing and the pain comes back. So then I got a cup of ice and I kept my finger in the cup of ice. That too worked. But then it said, to apply aloe vera to keep the, burn from whelping up. I don't know if you can see the side, but on the side here, it does look like it's a small welt. Hopefully not too bad. The throbbing is definitely there, but, like you guys are online nurses and things. So the unfortunate part is, yeah, it hurt really bad. And I've been applying aloe vera all afternoon in little increments just to kind of keep it from whelping up. Hopefully, that's all I have to do. But yeah, that's been my day. That's been my week. Been just killing me. Definitely trying my hardest to get through this week. Make sure I don't get sick, because when you're cold, the first thing that happens is your throat and stuff. It starts to get a little scratchy. Well, mine does. Then it's sore. Then I'm nasally and my nose is running and things. So I'm hoping that this doesn't have any major, side effects and things for me, because I don't want to get sick. Definitely don't want to get sick. No, yeah. So I have been doing the Monster Mash collab with all of my sisters. As you guys know me and Crafty and Crafting Journey and Life with Lindsay and Wolfpack Diamond Painting. We are all in a collab, and it's the Monster Mash collab. We will be live on Steph's show tomorrow. We will also be live on J. Rob's show on Friday. We will be closing out our Monster Mash on Sunday with Crafting Journey and my sis, Craft with Crashly. And we will, be showing our final pieces and things of that nature. As you can tell right now, I am in the process of customizing. This is a crystal and it's 907. I do have a ton of these. So I just wanted to kind of show them. One of the other things that we're doing is I have, let me see, I ran out of them, but I did also sub the Glow Glass Sky Sparklers. I subbed those in, and I subbed in the Pearl Glow Glass Sparklers. Sorry about that. So I did sub in those. I have also subbed in, by sub I mean substituted. These are up next. Purple Rain Sparklers, because I wanted a hint of purple with some yellow, especially in areas where it had yellow. Obviously, I'm trying to get a little more green up in the upper portion. And so with that, that's going to enable me to utilize Purple Rain, because they have like a hue of it all, yellow, a little green, and a little purple. Okay. And then I did substitute in some of the original sparklers. How about that? So obviously you guys want to stay tuned. I am just about done with mine. I have this little corner right here, and then this monster in the middle still to do. But I have to slow down because it's around. Hi, Chantel. How are you tonight? I have to slow down because what can occur, unfortunately, is, sometimes these move so fast because they're round that, we end up finishing early. So I want to still have a little to do tomorrow, a little to do on Friday, and a little more to do just finishing up a couple of items on Sunday when we close out the collab. So what's everybody else working on? Anything spectacular? Are you guys getting ready for any of your Christmas collabs? You guys stay tuned to the channel this week. Billy and I have an awesome collab coming up. We are going to be floss tubing. We are doing cross stitch. So we're going to have a little bit of fun there. Hopefully you guys will join us, trying something a little bit different and requesting tips and going through, just some beginner floss tube starts with us. A lot of people did take on some cross stitch projects. That was one of the items that we received at the retreat. And so it has really churned everyone's juices for giving cross stitch a try. Now, I used to cross stitch years ago, and that's what brought me to diamond painting. I was looking for some new cross stitch patterns, and I ended up saying, oh, what's 5D cross stitch? It wasn't 5D cross stitch, it was the pattern, but you know how Wish is. I'm trying to finish the diamond painting before my event. Kudos to you, Jen. What event are you going to be working? Yeah. Almost. So with that said, also coming up after me and Billy's collab, we're going to ring in the new year with DP Addiction Adventures, J Rob. She's always blinging in the new year. And last year she had me on her kickoff show. We are going to return to blinging in the new year for 2022. And again, she has some exciting things. She's going to have some exciting guests. She's going to take your questions. She's going to help answer everything that you would want to know about customizing your diamond paintings and just highlighting, low lighting, bringing your focus points up and reducing some focal points. We're going to give it a whirl, see what projects you guys are working on and what you're interested in doing when it comes to customizing your creative pieces. And Chantel says, I'm working on Jessica Rabbit, the Lizzie Falcon edition. And Jen says, I have an event with Rib called Horsing Around TSA 2021. Riv is on my team at TSA. Yeah, and also, if you guys go down into my description box, you'll see I am a TSA affiliate. If you are interested in joining Diamond Queen and Riv's Horsing Around TSA 2021 collab, make sure you use my link and shop for a painting that you can use. If you enter TS15 as your code, you'll save 15% off a purchase of $40 or more. Yes, I'm working on my cryptid today and did my shopping for my butterfly temperature stitch along. Oh, that's going to be so nice. I can't wait to see it. You guys know how I love butterflies, so I didn't even hear about this. Oh my goodness. Now that is going to be awesome. That's something that I probably will have to look into, because I think that butterflies are so beautiful. I love how they make me feel, like how happy when I see the pretty colors. If you guys know who Mayhem is, she raises butterflies. She releases them. You got to see her monarchs. They're so pretty. And she took a picture right as they were coming into bloom. And when their wings open up, oh, the pretty colors. The pretty, and the wind was blowing a little ever so slightly. And you could see it just rustling off of their wings. The colors were so pretty. So, yeah, butterflies, they make me happy. They bring me joy. Hopefully you all have something in your life that brings you joy. Let's see. It can be any horse painting. It doesn't have to be TSA. Okay, well, it don't have to be TSA, but I'm hoping that y'all use my link and buy a TSA. Let's shop there first. Oh, that's what I'll say. Let's shop there first. They got lots of horsies, lots and lots of horsies. Hi, Susan. How are you? Chantel says, I just ordered Lizzie Falcon's sweet treat. Can't wait. Man, did they overdo it. They overdid it. The excitement. Oh. So if you guys have been anywhere near Facebook and Instagram, you have seen that we have been blowing up, sending you guys all kinds of exciting new releases. Hopefully you guys will take advantage. There's some awesome Christmas releases coming up. We also did some discounted Halloween canvases. They may not be, something you would get in time to work this year, but guess what? Halloween comes around every year. And if you're like our friend Hollow Queen Crafting, she loves Halloween all year long. Yep. Hi, Tia and everyone. Yes, I want to join the cross stitch collab. When does it start? I'm working on finishing up diamond paintings I've started this year in collab. So I'll be ready for a new collab. That's something we haven't decided. We don't know yet. I would like to get started either November 1st, because our cross stitch collab is going to be a Christmas collab. We have the paint. We already have the pattern. It's gorgeous. And I'm going tomorrow to get my floss. Cannot wait. So we will be setting up our video and going over all of the fun. It'll probably be within the next couple of days. Susan, make sure you check back my channel. Make sure you check Billy's Crafting Crafting Lounge. Make sure you check with Billy's Crafting Lounge, and you can, enjoy our floss tube. It's going to be a Christmas collab stitch along as well. Okay. Hi, Mallory. How are you? Hi, Rebecca. Why are you doing up so late? You got to get to work tomorrow, girl. Go lay down. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to stitch it with you. Are you really? Oh, my gosh. It's going to be so much fun. It's so cute. Wasn't it cute? Hi, Viv. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, so just so you guys are aware, we already picked out our collab. Billy sent us a picture earlier. It is fantastic. It is very cute. We're going to have a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm going tomorrow to get my floss. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. So now my sisters are going to join. That's going to be fun, fun, fun. So you guys make sure you stick around. I know, Sue, you said that you were interested in doing a stitch along. Now's the time to join along. So what has everybody else been up to this week? It has been, just a very quiet, subdued week for me. I'm getting back into the thick of things. Last week and the week before, just returning from the retreat, we all had just a little down moment and things like that. So we're all just trying to recoup and recover and things like that, getting back into our routine and things of that nature. And just in time for Halloween. Is everyone dressing up for Halloween? I'm good, thanks. I'm here listening to you and everyone. Aw. And Crash says, how much longer do you usually decide if I should hop in or not? Well, I usually go for another 23 minutes. Just so you're aware. Mallory says, I'm working on my Hannah Lynn. And Crashy said, things are finally getting back to normal here. That's good. I know it is very difficult When we have the retreat interruption, we're around everybody. We're so excited. We're getting to meet people that we see all the time on TV and on our YouTube when we're watching YouTube. And then we get an opportunity to kind of be together. And we go through the elements together. We're losing sleep. Here is the to pattern for this. Oh, here's the pattern that we're doing. Billy just put it in. It's the link. So if you're wanting to do our Christmas stitch along with us, he just put the link in. It is on Etsy, so you don't have to worry about it coming in time. You'll go out, you'll get your floss, and you will start with us. And Jen says, I'm dressing up as an inmate. That is so unoriginal. Everyone's going to be looking like, even the inmates are going to feel like this is our one time of the year. It's a $5 PDF download, Billy says. Get the pattern, join us, and have a ball. I didn't even know that you did cross stitch, Tia. I do cross stitch, and I haven't in years. I keep saying I'm going to go back. I keep picking out patterns. So I'm excited. Not tell you that I used to love craft. You guys know how Rachel Ray just packed up and left diamond painting on us. She's trying to come back every once in a while, but she fell in love. That's how I used to be over cross stitch. So when I went looking for a pattern, I was like, let me give this a try. I'm going to see what this diamond painting stuff is all about. And so I gave it a try, and voila! Look at me now. Look at me now. So we're going to be on Rebecca's show, and I am going to wear my Halloween items on Rebecca's show on Sunday, okay? So if you guys are up, it should be early afternoon for you. It'll be early morning for me. If you guys are up and you guys are going to enjoy Halloween, just let us know. Come on in and share your costume. Maybe. Depending on if I'm the only one that's dressing or not. Are you going to dress up Sunday morning, Rebecca? What about you? Crashly will probably be dressed later in the day if she does a show, but it'll be real interesting. I still can't decide what I want to be. It's between like 5 things. Oh my gosh. Miss Off-Road Craft says, yep, I'm obsessed with Hyde. Oh my. You guys know that's Heaven and Earth Designs in case you guys, are new to Craftastic. I'm working on one now by Hannah Lynn. Oh my. I read that. Moving over. Jen says, I'll be sleeping since I work 40 hours over the weekend. Wow. My kids are dressing up. Mallory, what are they going to be? And Rebecca says, I'm going to be a lumberjack in red plaid. You're cheating. We all came from the lumberjack conference. I may or may not be multiple things throughout the day. Throughout the day. That'll be interesting. Is anybody being a big character this year? Someone that everyone else is going as. Wicked Witch, things of that nature. Do you? Because I know we talked to Lindsay, and Lindsay said she creates her own costumes. She doesn't go out, she doesn't buy them or anything like that. She creates them. And the difficulty is, when we're not all size 4s and things like that. So anybody else planning on creating their own costume from, everyday things they have around the house? In my opinion, those are the most creative because if you do go trick-or-treating, if you notice, everyone's always like, oh, what are you? Oh, what are you? I remember one year, don't laugh at me. Don't judge my life choices either. One year, my son, Justin, I think was 14 at the time, we took his church suit. We hiked up his pants. He didn't have any socks on. It's Vegas, so I told him he had to go without the shirt. We put this big, thick chain on him, gave him a little hat, tilted it to the side. I told him to go as a crackhead pimp. And people kept saying, what are you? He's a crackhead pimp. Oh, we had fun with it. He was 14. He wasn't 12. He wasn't 9. He wasn't a baby. He wasn't 4. Although that probably would have been really original for a little 4-year-old. The only thing we didn't have was a piece of gold tooth to put in his mouth. Only costume I've ever actually bought is my Harley jumpsuit. But I think it was intended to be PJs. That's okay. You worked with what you had. I like that. Amazon has my time on the weekend. I work, sleep, and eat, and I'm hydrating. That's good that you're staying hydrated, Jen. Definitely. You know, because you can get, you can have really bad, like swollen ankles and stuff. If you're at Amazon, you definitely don't want to do that. And let's see. Olivia says I had 3 days to move. I was packed since June. I like that. Spider-Man and a unicorn. Okay, that's cute. I like those. Love unicorns. I love like fairies and things like that. So I would like to see a fairy dragon or something. Yeah, it can be done. It can be done. In my mind, it can be. Crashy says, oh, I already said that. I get to start back diamond painting since I moved. Okay, so now that you're all moved, you're ready to come back to diamond painting with a vengeance. That's good, definitely. Glad that you're able to move. If you guys saw a few weeks ago, I had Billy on the show. After he finalized his move, I just never seen someone smile so much. We watched the show back, and I was like, he looks really happy. And I would be just as happy if I had my own craft room as well. So kudos to him. I'm a little jealous. Not just a little. I'm jealous. I would like my own crafting room. I have my crafting studio, but it's actually just half of the living room that I've taken over and won't give back. So other than that, that's pretty much all I've been up to. Looking forward to, Halloween. Don't I don't think that I'll be going trick or treating this year. We'll see. But the kids have gotten older. Don't have anybody really to go trick or treating with because I would like to be able to go down the streets where they do serve the adult beverages and things. And I don't have anyone that would be able to kind of drive me back home once I've enjoyed those streets with the adult beverages and things. If you guys didn't know, there are 7 streets in my old neighborhood. Just take over the whole living room. Right? That's probably what I'm going to end up doing because there's nobody here anymore. And I'm always by myself. My mom's turned her little, so she moved into the bigger bedroom after my daughter moved out. And so she has all this space now. In her area, it looks like a studio apartment. She's got it all sectioned out. You know how in the studio you can go into the dining area. You can go over into, when I finish putting up the shelving, that's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see his pictures. And Vin says, I will be in heaven if I ever get my very own craft room. I know. That's how I think also. That's really how I think. Rebecca has like 2. She's got a room, and then she has her yarn room that she records out of. I'm really jealous of that. Billy says hopefully in the next 2 weeks he'll be putting up his shelving. So we're going to get videos after he's finished. I can't wait. Miss Soft Brown Craft says having your own craft room is overrated. I have my own craft room and it's full of stuff. Having your own dedicated room makes you buy more stuff. That's why I need my own room. I'm running out of room to put my stuff. I agree. I definitely think that that's what would occur, but I'm really out of room. I look around, like I just got in, so I ordered a painting from TSA, waiting on that to come in. I just got in 2 Diamond Art Clubs that I had purchased, and I got the 5 diamond paintings from Dreamer Designs. I bought 3, and then I bought 2 more. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where are these going? Because you guys know I just cleared out space and put away paintings in my portfolio. Yeah, I'm still saving up for my she shed. Oh, I would love a she shed. I would. But I wouldn't have anywhere to put a she shed because my goal ultimately is to get an RV and to travel. I'm going to come and visit all of you guys, and then I will record from the road live tonight. I'm out by the lagoon visiting with my sister Ashley. You guys know her as Crafts with Crashly. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? That would be so much fun. And then I pack up after this week and I move on to next week's guest. Hi, I'm in Flint, coming to you live. We're going to meet with my bestie, Billy. Everybody say hi. Billy's Crafty Lounge, live from the lounge. And then it's like a big picture of me, and I got my shoulders in all the scene, and I'm eating in an area that he told me not to eat in. You getting crumbs everywhere, Tia. Billy's chasing me around his crafting room with the what is the machine, the little Decker. You can tell I don't use it. You like that, Rebecca? Live by the lagoon. Oh my God, we are doing nothing by the Pooh Lagoon. Oh, my soft real craft says I'm never in my craft room, always in my bedroom. What? Oh my gosh, that's right, AK Rose live from Alaska. We're going moose hunting. I'm sorry, moose hunting. Billy's laughing. Karaoke at Rebecca's. That would be amazing. We had a ball. Yeah, so we'd be live karaokeing. We'd irritate the heck out of her neighbors. Come out. They'd be banging on the door. Come out. Come out. What are you guys in there doing? And we're dancing clean. We don't hear anything. Meanwhile, they're banging louder and louder. Then when I leave in the RV, they're like, ma'am, you got to get out. Go on with your friend. All that racket you were making. Do you want us to send you to Leavenworth? We talk the neighbors into singing with us. I would definitely try. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, AK says, I have moose burgers, moose steaks in my fridge. Yo, we be meat hunting. Here we come, live from Leavenworth, right? We be moose hunting. I asked someone a few weeks ago if moose plural was meat. So that's why you keep hearing me say meat. I've always thought that plural of moose is meese. And everyone says the plural of moose is moose. But I still feel like meese separates it and makes it sound like a bunch of moose. Here come the mooses. Here come the moose. Or here come the meese. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of moose to me. We could give all of the party poopers a free ticket to the lagoon. That's right. And they would think they were going somewhere aromatic. And they really would be. Oh my gosh. I gotta see this. Crashly has me dying to see it now. I won't get close to it, but I can't wait to see it, Crash. Yeah, so that would be me if I ever did get the opportunity to get. I was going to buy a motorcycle. Tia, tell me something. All crafters become hoarders? I want to say no, Viv. Not, I won't say hoarders. What I'll say is some of them begin to organize their stuff more than others. There we go. I like how I cleaned that up. Don't worry, guys. I got us. Let's see. Chantel says, balling on budgets. And I had diamond paintings packed up for 6 months. Woo! 6 months. That's a long time to have them packed up. I like to just look at mine. AK says, all the free shit they could carry. That's right. All the free. I like how you have that in quotes. Billy says they're collectors, not hoarders, collectors. I love that. What's the plural word for cul-de-sac? Cul-de-sacs? Balls? I don't know. Did I get that wrong? Uh, what's the plural word for cul-de-sac? Streets? Dead ends. There we go. You guys are laughing at me. That's because it's Crash. She, she, she'll have me thinking the wrong stuff. Oh my goodness. I've had a ton of fun with you guys tonight. Oh, oh man. Oh, I'm going to add a long diving board to the lagoon and make all my water play. I would offer money to see people taking these gift cards and going over and taking selfies by the lagoon. You could tell them, oh, so you watch the show? Great. Here's a $50 gift card to somewhere. And then they take the gift and they come back mad. What was that? What? Oh, you said you watched the show, so you should know what the lagoon is. Oh, we sure do. That would be an excellent idea. We should work on that. We should get my mom to draw a beautiful lagoon scene to see if we can get it printed, and then we should all do it with ABs. That's right, ABs and sparklers to make it look, prettify it. There we go. That's a good idea. Yes. Also, Instagram. That's right, Chantel. We could have them post to Instagram. That would be hilarious. And they're a part of the joke, but they don't know they are the joke. Yeah. Gail says, yuck, Rebecca. $50 gift cards to Shea Lagoon. Wouldn't that be awesome? Everybody would be signing up. Oh, I love ABs. As someone dives in the poop flies, and the ABs would be in the poop. Oh my gosh. I think if we could get someone to really give us that creative, that would be amazing. You know how last year it was the ghetto finger stick? This year it's Shea Lagoon. There we go. This one sounds like winner, winner, chicken dinner. We would probably get somewhere with this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was amazing. Okay, I'm convinced. I need to record a video show. I'm convinced you do too. Please do so. No pooping ABs. We could use sparklers to cover the lagoon. That's right. And then we could get, how some paintings, they show you like the cloudy version of a color to create like smoke and mist. Girl, we could do this. We could create like smoke and mist and then put some ABs and some sparklers. We could pull the focal point out and then, reduce color and things. We could doll out some of the poop using crystals. Girl, we could do it. We could get who again? Oh, Rebecca won. She wants to get who again to print the canvas. Oh, who better to focus on the shit than who again? Special shape drills for the turds. Definitely sounds like something who a can't would print. It could be a mystery painting. We could raffle off the largest diamond. There we go. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming up with some greatness. Olivia, the lagoon is not what you're thinking. It's definitely not where Brooke Shields grew up. in the early 80s. It's a spot, like AK Rose said, it's in Crashly's backyard. Uh, they call it a lagoon, but it's like uh, I need a picture of it because the way she describes it, it sounds like it's just a poop tank. Oh, that was so fun. It is not pretty. See, she's always saying it's not pretty. Now, the lagoon that I know of, that Brooke Shields grew up in, that lagoon is pretty. It's where all our poo goes. So what I'll do is I'll see if my mom can maybe draw something like that, and we'll go from there. Is there a tree house? Oh, I see. No, no, this is a different kind of lagoon. We're gonna get you to practice. That's what I was thinking when she first said it. And she corrected us. I also have one of those poop. Do you really, Chantel? Oh my gosh, it's popular. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, it is 8:29. I have a minute before the show ends. I want to thank all of you for coming out and supporting me tonight. You know, just having a little bit of fun, just kind of, trying to unwind because it was a crazy week at work. And, we had a bad week last week. Many of us were hit hard, hit with some sadness and things. So I'm glad that you were able to come out. Thanks to my two sisters, Crashly and her crazy self, and Rebecca. We had a ball. Thank you for entertaining us tonight. You guys, free spray chance at Shea Lagoon. Thank you for coming out, you guys, and hanging out with us. I had a ball, and you all have a great rest of your week. Don't forget to join us tomorrow with Wolfpack Diamond Painting. She does continue our final week of Monster Mash, the collab, and then Friday as well with DP Addiction Adventures. My other sister. You all have a good evening. Good night.